Welcome to Lavanya's computer classes. In this video, I'll explain exists and not exists operators in SQL DBMS concept, exists and not exists. So how it will be working, where, in which operators are working using these commands, okay. So what is the use of exist operator? Mean the exists operator is used to test for the existence of any record in a subquery. What is the subquery? Means subquery is also known as nested query. Query within another query is known as subquery or nested query. So you are writing the query like this. This is the query, and this query contains another query is called as nested query. This query is called as outer query, and this query is known as inner query. Inner query and outer query. So any query contains another query is known as nested query. Nested query or subquery. Okay. So how these are working means, first in these queries, in these subqueries, actually two types of subqueries are there. One is nested subquery and second one is correlated subqueries. Correlated subqueries. Actually, how these working means, first it executed in inner queries. After executing the inner query, it getting some result, output. This output is used in outer query execution. So whatever the output is came in inner query, the same output is used in this outer query. So how to combine these two queries means, here we need some operators. So what type of operators are used for related, for relating outer query and inner query means, here the operators are like in, not in, some, any, all, and now we are using exists and not exists. These are the some operators. These operators are used for relating outer query and inner query. But these in, not in, some, any, all, these are used in the nested queries. Exists and not exists are used in the correlated queries. Correlated queries are using these operators, exists and not exists. What is the difference again? These two means, actually the nested query, first I executed inner query. Whatever the output is coming from inner query, this output is used in execution of outer query. But in the correlated query, so this is the outer query, already I said here, this is the outer query and these are the inner query. This is anyway, this is the structure of subquery. This outer query and this inner query, for relating these two, we need some operators. Those operators are here, exists or not exists. So this is the structure of this one. How it will be working means, in the subquery, nested query, inner query first, then outer query. But in the correlated query, first it executed outer query, and in this it retrieves one record. This record is matched with inner query. If the record, first record is matched with inner query, then it gives the answer. Exists and not exists always gives the answer is either true or false. If the first record is available in the second record, then it gives the answer is true. If the record is not available in the inner query, then it gives the answer is false. Like this, the exists and not exists are working. See the difference. Nested query means first inner query execution, then outer query. But in the correlated queries, first outer query. From outer query, we retrieve any one record. That record is matched with inner query. If it is matched with inner query, then gives the answer is true. Otherwise, it gives the answer is false. So this is the execution of subqueries. Now I will give the explanation with the definition and what is the syntax. So what is here exists means, here the exist is an operator. It is used to test for the existence of any record in a subquery. And the exist after it returns true. Either it gives true or false. When it gives true means, if the subquery returns one or more record. If the inner query, subquery gives any value, it is available, it is there, then it gives the true, otherwise it gives the false. Syntax. Syntax is here I said, na, This is outer query and this is the inner query. The inner query compulsory keep it in the brackets, subquery. This subquery and this is inner query and this is outer query. Both these two are related with exists operator. So these two are related with one operator, exist. First execute outer query. It select one row. If the row is available within this subquery, then it gives the true, otherwise it gives the false. Now we will explain this exists and exists operator with one example. Here I will take two tables. One is the employee table and second one is the project table. Employee table has three attributes. One is the employee ID, employee name and address, and the project table takes the three attributes: employee ID, project ID and location. Whenever you want to compare any two tables, at least one field should be common. So here I took the common field is employee ID, and employee here project ID is the primary key in project table. Employee ID is the primary key of employee table, and here employee ID is working as a foreign key. Now I want to execute one query. The query is find the details of employee who is working in at least one project. So this is our query. So what is our question means find the details of employee. I don't want all the employees who is working in at least one project. The employee should be working in any project, at least one project. So that's why I took two tables. One is the employee table, because employee table contains the information about employee. The employee is working in any project or not, that information is gives him the project table. Okay. So how can you write this information means, now we write the query. What is the query means? First, what you want? You want the information about employee. So how can you write the employee information? How can you get the information means select star, because I want all the information from which table? I want details for employee. So that's why employee table, select star from employee. Here where up to this outer query, where exists, because this record, the employee is information is available in the project ID or not, he is working in any project or not. That's we write exists. From here I start our subquery. What is the subquery means? Here also same thing, select employee ID from which table? Second table. What is second table name? Project, where here we need the condition. What is the condition means? Here where emp.eid equal to project.eid, then close it. So this is the query for this example. Select star from emp, that means select all the stars, all the employees in the employee table, but we have to, that information is compulsory exist in this. How it will be exist means employee.eid equal to project.eid. So how it will be working means this one is called as outer query and this one is called as inner query. But it is a correlated query. That's why we are using one operator is exists. First take the outer query execution. In this outer query, first it executes select star from employee. That means it accepted first record. It retrieved the first record 1A Koti, keep the outside. And this one is compared with here, select EID from project. That means first record is here 1. Here that, what is the output here getting? 1A Koti. And here also what we selected? Select EID from project where, not, don't select all the way. Employee ID equal to project.eid. Employee EID 1 and project employee ID is also 1. So both are matched. That's why, that means it gives the answer is true. It gives the answer is true. So what is the true? 1. 1 is correct. So this true is matched with this one. So this result is came. So then check the second record. I can select star from EMP means first record is over, now retrieve second record. So what is the second record information? To be abits. It is matched with employee dot eid equal to project dot eid. So employee dot eid is 2. The 2 is matched with project dot eid. Anywhere 2 is there? No, 2 is not available. So 2 is not coming into that means it gives the answer is false. Whenever it gives the false, it not exists. That means it not at all exists. Okay. Now go for third record. Third record, what is the third record? 3C Hyderabad. 3C Hyderabad is available in this or not? 3 is available or not? No. That means it gives the answer is false. So whenever that means outer query value and inner query value is not matched. So 3 is also not displayed on the screen. Then fourth record. What is the fourth record information? 4D Secunderabad. That means select EMP ID 4. The employee EID is equals to project.eid. 4 and 4 is matched with 4 true, then it gives the answer. So the 4 is also displayed on the screen. First one is matched, then 4 is matched. Then last record. What is the last record? 5. 5 is available in the project EID or not? Yes, it is also available. So it gives the answer. So like this exists operator is working. So in both the records 1, 5, 4 both are matched with employee e.eid is equals to project.eid. So this is the working of exists. Similarly, not exists operator. So what is not exists operator? Means it is also similar to exists only, but only thing is exists operator is used for existing the record or not. That means it is checking with inner query, outer query and inner query. First execute outer query. The outer query value is existed in inner query, then only it gives return true. Now not exists means similarly same, just before exists you keep not exists only. The outer query first execute the inner query. The inner query values, which values are not available in those only gives the answer. So here the not exists operator is used to test for the not existence of a record in a subquery. That means that records are not available in the subquery. The not exists operator returns true if the subquery not returns any record. Syntax is also same thing. Just x before exist you keep not only. Same example, you just keep the same example here also. Select star from employee where not exists. Select employee ID from project where employee.eid equal to project.eid. That means both the values are not equal. Those records only keep it here. Here 1 and 1 both are same. So 1 is not necessary. 2 is available in this? No, 2 is not available. So 2 keep it in the output register. So employee.eid is equal to project.eid means here 1 equal to 1. Whenever it is true, don't accept it. It not exists. Whatever it not exists means 2 is not available in the subquery. So 2 answer and 3 is also not there. So 2, 3 is coming the output for not exists. 1, 4, 5 is coming for the output of exists operators. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.